All right, you're welcome back to the channel. For those who are new, my name is Flavia, and those who have been here as stock market wizards, I do not take you for granted. Thank you for your support, always clicking on my videos when they come. I appreciate you all. In this video, we want to look at two of my favorite strategies, indicators that I use that I love so much, but sometimes one of them you may not be able to quite tell whether it is time to buy or to sell, and so I have looked at another one that we can always add so that at least it gives us another layer of confidence to either go in for a buy or go in for a sell. And so what we want to do is that we want to go to trading view, and then we look at indicators, and then this is the way we go. RSI, we apply that relative strength index, and then we have it here. Okay, so you see that has been applied, and then we go back again, then we look at the Bollinger bands. Right, Bollinger bands, and you just pick this one. Okay, that will give us our Bollinger bands on our charts. Now, most of the time with the RSI, sometimes you see, you will find a stock and then you find the price action that has gone to a certain, level that shows you that where it is, maybe it is telling us to either buy or sell. But like I have always said, there is no indicator that is foolproof. Right. Sometimes you look at the RSI, I've made mention that whenever it is 30 or below, it indicates to us that price has been falling for a while and it may be time for the price to reverse. And when it is also 70 and above, it indicates to us that price has been rising all this while and maybe would be reversing anytime soon. So you would want to enter for your sell positions when it is 70 and above, and enter for your buy positions when it is 30 and below. Remember once again that this is not a financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Analysis we are looking for is for educational purposes. You may have to see a financial advisor before you can commit your money to any type of investment, not solely looking at what is discussed here. Right. That said, let's go on and look at why I would want to combine these two to be able to be confident and take my trades. Yes. So I'm looking at my favorite RSI here, and as you can see, like this point in time, okay, if you can see my mouse, this point in time is telling us that this place, okay, RSI was 29.75, and on the Bollinger bands, you can see right up that it was just around the moving average. That is the line in the middle. It does not tell us, remember the moving average, that blue line on the Bollinger bands, would anytime, price goes below it, it suggests to us that, if it hits the lower band, then we see it that it stays either around the lower band or it will bounce back up to the moving average on its way to the upper band. But what happens here is that whenever the price touches the lower band, it will bounce back, right? And then when it hits the upper band, it cannot stay beyond the upper band for a long time. It has to reverse back inside the band to the moving average, and then possibly going back down to the lower band. Right. So if you look at it here, if you look at this place, okay, if you look at this particular place where price was around 81.01, it hit the lower band and then bounced back to the moving average, touched the moving average, bounced back down, went around the moving average, and for there it stayed for some time. Now, supposing you were looking at RSI, this is the position. Even though it's showing bearish, but it stayed there for some time and it never gave us a strong indication as to whether we should move down or move up. So this is where the Bollinger Bands is very good when you are using it. You are using the RSI and you need a second confirmation as to whether you should be entering for your sell or otherwise. Okay, so when we look at this one, all right, we have stayed here. We have stayed here, and you would think that as it bounced to the moving average and it stayed over there because it was on a downturn, consolidated around this point, and then it's been there. All right, and then here too, you would think that, okay, as it almost touched the Bollinger Band, it will be going up, but it still came down. But it staggered around the same place, staggered around the lower band, staggered around it for some time. Then what happened? It reversed. So at this point, the RSI was somewhere around 19. It was somewhere around 19. So with me, seeing RSI around 19, I would consider this has, oversold to a very, very low point. And what I will do is to also confirm that with whether the price is around the lower band or not. And when you see that it is also around the lower band and then even trying to now jump out of the lower band, moving to the moving average, then that gives me confidence to enter for my buy position. All right, so this is how we look at it. This is how we look at it. If you come here to around the 3rd of September, around this time, RSI was somewhere, let me look at it very well. Let's take this one. RSI was somewhere, I think this is the 3rd, and then RSI was somewhere around 45. 45 indicates that it is bearish, okay? And if you look at the band, it is also around the moving average. It's not going up, it's not coming down. So here, if you are using these two indicators, you may RSI may tell you that it is bearish, but here you may want to take your time a little bit looking at the Bollinger Band to see what it is doing, because it's not showing you a correct path as to whether it wants to go down or move up. And as you can see here, it went down a little bit below the moving average and then dropped this boom candle. And what happened? It bounced all the way back, crossed the moving average, and on its way to the top, bringing the price to about 84. You understand? So this is how you can combine these two indicators to make very informed decisions onto your trades. You don't want to enter into a trade and then before long you are out of it, you are stopped because it has hit your stop loss. So I want to encourage you to use the RSI alongside the Bollinger Bands for a second layer of confirmation before you take your trades. Right, so soon we have come to the end of this video, and I want to encourage those who are new to the channel that you would like to subscribe to the channel, because here on this channel we'll be looking at technical analysis tools and then strategies that we can use to always make sure that we win on our trades. Remember, we are here as traders, as entrepreneurs, to make money, not to lose money. Right, and for those stock market wizards who have always been here with us from the beginning of the channel, I do not take you for granted. And then I would mention again that continue to like and then to comment. Leave any questions that you have and I'll be glad to address them. Until we meet on the next video, I wish you the blessings of God. Bye.